Welcome to a new U-boat patrol log, this time with the inexperienced crew of U-96. We're in our patrol sector, and so we've submerged to 40 meters, and we're going to go onto the hydrophone to listen for any contacts in the area. In our search for tonnage, let's see what we can find. Okay, we're just going to hop on the hydrophone now. Listening on a long wave to see if there's any noise from an engine. Splashing water on the hull of a ship. Oh, okay. So it faded out for a moment. Sector seems clear. Okay, we'll surface the boat and we'll begin a search on the surface. Watch crews to your positions. After a number of hours searching, we get the call, smoke on the horizon, and we get the silhouettes of a couple of ships just on the horizon. Searching the area for any more? No, just the two that we can see. Time to submerge the boat and set up an ambush.
Auf Seerohrtiefe gehen. Wechseln auf E-Motor.
Right then, submerged, set up in an ambush position. We can see the two ships as we've got a bit closer. Thankfully the wind's dropped somewhat and the sea has calmed, which is going to help us no end. So this is the first ship coming towards us. Let's start identifying her and get her locked into our targeted computer. First of all, we'll work out the angle of bow from the target ship to our U-boat, and we'll input that into the TDC, just over 30 there. We'll lock that on, so the I'll also put the tracker on, which means that the course correction will follow the ship rather than just be a set angle of bow. That done, let's get the range. Set it up, and it's about there. We better just lock on first. There we go. Range, clunk, that sets into the targeted computer as well. Nice. Right, let's find out who she is and what she's doing here. That looks like an NA1 transport, but I'll just skip through just to make sure. Where is she? There we go. So we've got the two masts. Perfect. And the length is just over 100 meters. So we'll set the salvo length dial to 100 meters in case we want to do any salvo shooting. So let's just set that there. Wonderful. Probably won't salvo shoot, but we'll, just in case, you never know. Still, as I say, inexperienced crew. So we get the speed check going. Inexperienced crew and an inexperienced commander here using the new TDC mod. So if we get it wrong, just put it down to inexperience. We're here as a learning experience with the crew. Looking at the flags of the ship, it looks Soviet. So I think we're a little early for the Soviets to be at war with us by probably about a couple of weeks, but if it takes us a couple of weeks to get back to port, we should be okay. that will still get the credit for it. Right, so speed set. 5 knots. Lovely. 5 newts indeed. Right, just waiting for the perfect firing solution now. The gyro angle is almost ready. We can probably take a shot now. It's pretty much 90 degrees. We'll just make sure that the torpedoes take the TDC calculations by flicking that switch. Oh, she's bobbing about a bit. Okay. Gyro angle is coming round. Coming round. Stand by to fire. It stopped. It's moving again. Loss. Torpedo away. Swim, my little friend. Let's see where that goes. Meantime, let's get tube 2 flooded. As we wait for the torpedo to hopefully strike its target. Trevor. Fantastic. And we've got a huge fire going as well. Fire 2. Let's finish her off. Now we know the calculation is pretty good. Now let's unlock the target computer from the periscope, and then we can go and set about locking onto the second ship. Let's just get rid of that for a second. So same again. We'll get the angle about of the second ship to our submarine. 58, lovely, and we'll pop that into the targeting computer. Make sure we are on there, and we can lock the periscope and lock the tracking for the angular bow, which is good. That doesn't need to be clicked because that's all ready to go. Right, how's that ship doing? The second torpedo must be near. Oh, they put the fire out though. That was quite a fire on the rear there, but they've managed to put it out. Boom! Second torpedo strikes home nicely. Trevor, look at that smoke. Oh, she's going down quick. Wow, that's just annihilated that ship. Crikey. Okay. Good first kill. Good first kill to put in the log and give the crew some good cheer. Right, let's get her identified. She looks like a explorer. And obviously the length is just over 100. Oh, it's actually 130. Alright, that marked in. Let's get her range. Nice. And the speed. Yeah, don't worry about it being a Soviet in early part of June 1941. I'm pretty sure it's towards the end of June that the Soviets switched sides. So we probably won't be back to port for 20 odd days. So we'll probably get away with it. It'll be fine. Don't worry. It's fine. Don't write it up in your report. The BDU do not need to know. At least it's not Swedish. People have a problem with me attacking Swedish ships. But they're always the one that carry in the sensitive material. Alright. Almost there. Stand by. Clunk. Oh, that's a little bit slower than the previous one. Okay, maybe they've slowing down to pick up survivors. I don't know. But I think we're all good. We've got range, speed. Yeah. Let's get the torpedoes flooded. 3 and 4. Almost ready to fire. Literally only a few seconds to go. Let's change the torpedo speed. Okay, gyro angle's coming around now. Stand by. It's given us a salvo solution of 7. But, right. Ready to fire. Let's... Oh, I need to change my speed. There you go. Fire. I can't fire with this thing in the way. Hang on. That all looks good. Let's actually set the depth to where it was. That needs to be... Ah, that's what I need. That's what I need to click. Need to click that button. We should be good to go now. Right. We have just missed the perfect shot. So... Fire. Salvo shooting is, on these TDC, a little bit new to me, so if I get this wrong, please don't shout. Practice, as I say, inexperience. Are those torpedoes? Oh, there you go. Strike on the rear. Serious damage. Second torpedo. Second torpedo should have hit by now. So, the first torpedo must have missed and the second one struck home. But I think that's going to be enough. She looks like she's sinking. The bow is certainly coming up in the air. And that fire is looking quite vicious. I think she's a goner. Our second kill, perhaps? Time will tell. Time will tell. The fire's been put out, but that's only because she is sinking beneath the waves. Nice. Nice. So that's two ships sunk, added to the tally of 10,000 tonnage we need for this patrol. We might have to surface and get the deck gun if she's not going to sink. Sometimes they do get stuck. But there she goes. There she goes. Eventually. There we go. Nice to see. Our second kill of the patrol. Wonderful. Wonderful. After many hours of searching, we have a cry from the watch. Ship spotted, smoke on the horizon. Crew below, submerge the boat. Right. We've finally found someone else on our search. So let's get back to what we were doing. Another 2 ships, it would seem. So first of all, let's get the angle about on the furthest ship. It looks like, is that a tanker? It's certainly a large vessel, if not. Right. Angle about. Let's get this unlocked and that untracked. Angle about is this side. So it'll be 35, which is about there. Let's lock on and track. Perfect. Good. Where are we? There she is. Let's just raise the periscope a little, give us a little bit more wiggle room. Wind's picked up. She's got a bit. Cheese? The sea's got a bit choppier. Let's get her identified. Oh, it's actually looking at it. It doesn't look like it. Is it? No, it's it is a tanker. It is a tanker. Just cycling through here, trying to find. No. Trying to find some. No. Yes, that could be it. Yeah, I think that's it. Set the length of the vessel. There we go. Cool. Right, we got her identified. Let's get her range. And that locks in. Lovely. Yep. That's gone onto the TDC. Perfect. And of course, speed. I love a bit of choppy weather when you're trying to do speed calculations. Nothing like the ship being temporarily obstructed from view when you're trying to do an accurate time calculation, but it's fine. It's fine. Alright, halfway there. I'm going to guesstimate probably about 5 newts or 5 knots. Newts, well, we call them newts because of it's an in-house joke. We got one of my Twitch channel followers is called Newt, and I accidentally said newts rather than knots once, and it's just stuck. So that if you're wondering if I ever call it newts, you know why. Right. Speed 5 knots. Look at that. All 5 newts. Perfect. So that's gone onto the targeting computer. Brilliant. Torpedo. What is? Ah, no. Nope. Hang on. Let's get rid of that so I can flood tube 1. Speed is going to be locked in, so we're going to have to adjust this accordingly. There we go. I think. I hope that not tracking for that moment hasn't thrown out the calculations. It shouldn't do. I can't get the salvo shooting. Why is that not calculating? Is that, or is it? It's already set. That doesn't seem right. Let me just manually adjust that. As I say, still inexperienced and learning my way around this TDC. We've sunk 2 ships already, so it's not doing terribly. Alright, ready. Watching the gyro angle slowly come up. And stop. Fire. Let's just. Oh, there we go. Now it's okay. Yeah, I don't think that was a particularly great calculation. Let's get tube 2 flooded. And let's get this all reset and see if we can target the secondary ship. Oh, she's a lot closer. So 2 torpedoes away. Let's get the angle of bow of this one. Okay, and let's get that set in there. Lock that. Track that. Good. Are we tracking the right one? No, we're not. Let me just reset this then. There we go. Reset and track, and hopefully this time pointing at the right ship. Brilliant. Right, let's get this identified. It is it Empire Black Belt? No. Tower. Yeah, tower. More Soviet vessels. Shh. It's probably ticked over now. It's probably fine. We're probably at war with them. Let's get their range and obviously their speed. Or should we just check the other? No. We can see the other boat in the background, so we can see if oh, they missed. I was going to say we can see if the torpedoes struck home, but no, we did get that calculation wrong. It didn't feel right. I must have made a couple of mistakes on there. I knocked the tracking out at one point and then I manually adjusted it, which probably shouldn't have done, so put that down to my fault. But we'll try and figure that one out going forward. This ship feels like it's going a bit quicker. It is closer, so that may be slightly deceptive. And there. Right, tube 2 is flooded, which is good. And away we fire. Brilliant. That should be... Boom! Perfect! Another target in trouble. No more torpedoes. We are out. Let's see if that damage will be enough to seal her fate. There's always room for one more. Time to surface the boat and man the deck gun. Sending numerous shots of high explosive ammo over to the ship. It doesn't take long before she too succumbs to the damage. And with that, we check on any survivors and make our way back to base. Knowing we've done U-96 and her crew proud on this patrol. And back in Kiel, we get our mission debriefing. We went 40,000 budget, 100 reputations. Tonnage sunk 15,882 tons. Time at sea 20 days, 2 hours. Which means we come back and we are at war with the Soviets, which has worked out quite nicely. But we sunk an NA-1 freighter for 2,252 tons, an Empire Bell freighter for 2,880 tons, an Empire Tower for 4,594 tons, and a War-class tanker for 6,156 tons. A good patrol to begin with.